Ricky L. Hopkins Sr. Sir, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Sir, I'm going to need you to come closer to that mic. Move your left hand out the way. Pull it. There you go. Bang. Hey, Mr. Hopkins came in here with his signature replica. That's with the ED. Replica. From, the same movie. Do the Right Thing. Love. AKA Radio Raheem. What's the first one? Love. And
Let's see that. Let's see that. We want to see that. Let's
now
see
let me
that.
read the
Look
love
at that.
and the hate stories.
Look at that.
First, love. Love KO. I can't get it right. I can't get it right. Hey, we've been blessed with the presence of Mr. Ricky L. Hopkins Sr. He's with A-List Realtors. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
Fantastic.
Yes.
LLC, by the way. Mr. Ricky L. Hopkins Sr. has just been appointed the new vice chairman of community engagement
Yes, sir.
at the St. Louis Association of Realtors.
Yes, sir.
Sir, congratulations to you.
Thank you so very much. It's an honor.
And so this moment, I'm going to take my hat off to you. Right there.
Do it again.
I think you're supposed to catch that on the first
You
go
look
around.
more like me with
Do
your
it
hat
again.
on, too.
I'm going to take my hat off to you.
Took
sir.
your
It is
hat
an
off.
honor and a privilege. Ray, please do not zoom in on my cut. I didn't shave today. I took the clippers to my head.
You don't want it on? Oh, okay. I'll put it
But you
on
know
me.
what? I have so much hair on my head. No one believes that I have hair. Because I mainly keep it shaved. But then one day, when my youngest son, he's 14 now, he was about 7 or 8 years old, and he was he's maybe about 6, and he came by the house, and he said, "Dad, you have hair." I said, "Yeah, I always have hair." So on that line, he took a pencil with an eraser, and he came up behind me, and he starts to try and erase the hair off my head
6 years old.
with the pencil. Sir, it's been a pleasure having you come by and tell us about A-List Realtors.
Well, I tell you what, A-List Realtors LLC was formed in March of 2010 as an independent company, primarily to have more flexibility, more leadership within our community to do the things other than just your typical real estate representation, as far as being there and giving back to our communities, and that's exactly what A-List Realtors is known for today.
Okay, what differentiates A-List Realtors from all the other realtors?
Community-based, number one.
What does community-based mean?
Community-based means we are focused, our efforts are catered to the North County region primarily, in the revitalization, in the education of our North County region, dealing with the plights that we deal with on a daily basis, not just within the housing industry, but also the plights, the extended plights that we face within the different markets, such as job markets, inner city resources and things like that. So we here to connect the dots to all of those things, but real estate is just the underlying foundation.
Okay, what type of education are you providing to these individuals, and how are you putting them into the know?
One of the biggest resources that we have right now, A-List Realtors LLC, is in collaboration with Central Bank in Ferguson. Actually, we hold free credit and homebound workshops every month, which the next one is already on the schedule for June 2nd. These are free workshops where we give free credit counseling, free real estate consultation, free mortgage consultation, preparing first-time home buyers, move-up home buyers, helping our citizens to become credit-worthy, more productive and educated citizens as it pertains to moving our municipalities forward in the best way.
And where are these free seminars going to be held?
Central Bank in Ferguson, actually the Central Bank right across the street from the Sam's Club and Walmart in Ferguson.
There's a bank over there?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the bank at? Oh,
Yep.
I know where you are. Okay. Why am I pointing at you?
Oh, yeah,
I know where
no.
the bank is. Right behind the Sinclair station?
The Quick Trip.
Quick Trip.
That new quick trip they just came over.
There's a bank over there? Oh,
Right.
okay. In the strip mall.
Right.
Right next to,
Right.
what's that?
Hibachi
Right.
Grill.
There we go. Right on the corner.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Writing that down. Get
Real
that all
talk.
written down.
I'm just going to keep it 100. When you're dealing with someone whose credit is
Shot.
lingering in Death Valley,
What did you say, Jay?
and
Shot.
okay, their credit is shot
Yes, sir.
or hovering right above Death Valley, okay, and they have no money, how can they become a homeowner?
Well, here's the thing. Here's one of the here's one of the misconceptions, or here's one of the biggest what they don't know is there are so many laws that's unknown to us. You know, as I would say, the purchasers of credit, to where people just don't know what can be done to help a horrible situation just within 30 days alone.
Give us an example of how someone can turn it around in 30 days.
Let's be okay. Here you go. Let's say right now, let's say you have a credit score of,
Let's say it's 450.
let's say it's 450. You have medical collections. You have cell phone collections. May even have a bankruptcy on there or anything like that. Or two.
Okay.
But what we don't know is the repair methods that's in place are designed to help the purchaser of the credit. So a lot of those defaults can be either written off, they can be negotiated, and they can be removed from the credit report as if they never even happened. What the biggest issue with credit is, people credit is, it's unupdated. And there's a lot of knowledge out there that's not known that can be used towards the creditor to fix that misinformation on your credit report, even if it's a default. Most defaults are reading incorrectly.
Jay, you look like you're busting with a question over there.
I knew a Ricky Hopkins back in the day. Are you related to any of the Hopkins that used to stay on Darby Street?
Darby.
Darby Street off of Natural Bridge. There was Ricky Hopkins that stayed down the street from me.
That's not ringing a bell. No, not Darby.
Just curious, you know that. Well, when I heard Ricky Hopkins, I'm like, no, Ricky Hopkins.
And you're talking about neighborhoods. And we're talking about real estate. So it's all relevant.
Yeah, Dallas. So again, as far as the credit, there's a lot of things on the credit, a lot of trade lines, a lot of defaults that can be cleaned up and enhance your credit score, probably within a month or less.
Now let me ask you this: why is it so important that you have a high credit score? Because you may be an individual who has a very poor credit score, but you go to work every day, you pay your bills, you just got in a bad way back in the day, and you can't basically erase that.
Okay, so
What's the significance of having the high credit score? What is that saying to, I would say, the lender?
Well, first let me answer part one of that question is, you know, when you talk about credit score, that's Wall Street right there. That's FICO. That's just the way the system works. But in regards to a decent credit score pretty much dictates the cost of money given, or the cost of credit given to us as the consumer, and that's the way it works. So really, the less credit that you have, or how bad it is, really dictates the cost of anything to you at this point. And that's how that's how billions and millions of dollars are made.
And when you're saying that dictates the cost, are you speaking in reference to the interest rates?
Mm-hmm. Interest rates and interest rates is really just one of them. When you talk about interest rates, you're also talking about APR as well. APR is interest rates plus a lot of hidden additional fees.
Sunshines.
So you got the cost of loan origination, any kind of in-house fees that's either not disclosed via verbally. So it's just a lot of maybe subsidiary fees, but a lot of fees that's kind of revolving.
Go ahead.
You know.
Go ahead.
back in 2008, had a credit score of 769.
Oh, you celebrated, didn't you?
I mean, I went and got a house where I got approved for $125,000 by myself. But because I was self-employed at the time, we can't give you that FHA loan, first time home, we can give you a conventional, and they wanted 25% down. I'm like, well, I'm gonna come up with 25%. But my mortgage would have been like $500 a month. I mean, so the credit score does make a big deal. Like when I got my 05 Trailblazer, I didn't have a job.
Right.
My credit score was 565. No, 650. The dude's like, hey, your credit score says you pay bills. You can walk out there whatever you want. You ain't got to put a down payment down.
Right.
My old man never had to put a down payment down. All he had to do was go sign his name. That's how good his credit was.
Right.
So it makes a difference, and you get the better deal because I had like $300 for that car loan, but the credit was so good.
What is the highest credit score one can have?
It varies. Well, you have the three major credit reporting bureaus. You have TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and I think it's a fourth one coming. But I do believe with Equifax, I think the highest credit score is 850. And I think with TransUnion and Experian, it goes beyond 900. But I'm gonna tell you something else that a lot of people don't realize about interest rates. Just because you start with a certain interest rate, whether it be purchasing a home or purchasing a car, anything of any magnitude, you don't have to stay with that rate. You can always refinance your rate later on down the road for a lesser rate.
Okay.
If you maintain and improve your credit score, that's why your credit score is so important. Because really, a bad credit score, you really flushing money down the drain. You flushing money, you just pouring money down the drain. It's just money when you can take I would say 90 days to 6 months out your life and just get with a circle just like the one we have at Central Bank and just bring your credit score up 100 points. That'll be that much more money that you're saving on a fiscal level that you can reinvest back into your family.
Now, are you all currently looking for credit repair specialists?
We have them.
Are you looking for any more?
Possibly.
Okay, I have a name for you, and I really wish you would consider this young lady. But right now, we're going to take a quick break at 6:22 here on Discussions with Dallas Live with Ray J, our social media guru, to my extreme left here. JJ, the water boy over there, and Mr. Ricky L. Hopkins Sr., broker owner of A-List Realtors LLC, and the newly appointed vice chairman of community engagement at St. Louis Association of Realtors. Give us a call at 314-388-9622. Hey, give Mr. Ricky Hopkins a call at the office at 314-869-5923. That number again is 314-869-5923. And you may email him at rhopkins_, is that underscore?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, underscore real estate at RORIKS.com. rhopkins underscore real estate at RORIKS.com.
Might as well put the music up.
Ray J, how are you? Ray, I need your help here.
Hi.
Are you talking to yourself?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought you were talking.
You guys have too much
Ray,
fun.
need your phone quick.
I'm talking to people. We got 2 viewers, but we got 3 people that have joined.
We need to turn.
See, we're not clowning. We're not clowning today. We were clowning yesterday.
You saw
Yeah.
this?
Is it a little foggy? Look, let me.
Ray J do a good job at keeping me tagged
Okay.
in.
There we go.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did a good job.
Is
Terry,
this
the young
okay?
lady who was
What
on
y'all
show
think about my
yesterday,
hairstyle?
had started her, I think she said she started her own credit repair business.
Did she?
Get your friends to log on since we're on live. Get them to log on as all of your real estate questions that you have today. And they will be answered. And I think that you need to go ahead and hit up your friends on Facebook. We're trying to get the viewership up. Y'all, come on, take this ride with us. We're live on Discussions with Dallas, live with Ray J, JJ, and Kimmy K. Get those people on and ask me some questions to
trying so hard
ask
to,
Ricky L.
get the
Hopkins
community
Sr.
to get
of
into their own best
A-List
interest
Realtors.
as far as
Jay?
they don't get no so you have to be
What up,
proactive,
y'all?
get your
Come
credit right,
join
get
us.
in the predicament to
See
buy a
this
house,
show live.
save money, become bank.
It is living
all
color.
of these things are holding us back from moving forward.
Now, is there a fee for all of this?
No.
What?
No, we're not for the workshops, and it's not the credit repair part. If you work with the in-house credit repair person, then that's kind of just like played into everything. So it ain't out of pocket or nothing like that.
And they tell you what you need to do as
Yep.
far as rebuilding your credit.
Yeah.
What is it? Justine Bateman. I mean, no.
Justine Peterson.
Yeah, just in
Back in the, when we were on WGMU, we had them come on.
Don Jaffe. What was that, his last name?
No. Jackie? Was it? No. I can't think of his first name.
Don Jaffe.
He
There was
had a
somebody
very
down
peculiar
there.
name. I can't
Yeah,
think of it.
Justine Peterson.
What was his name? Oh, I almost had it. But anyway, if you went through their program,
Right.
which sounds very similar to what you're speaking about,
Mm-hmm.
they could show you things around in
Yeah.
probably like 30 to 60 days, like you were saying.
Right. And it's worth it. It's worth it. I would really encourage anybody that's having challenges in that area to just take a little time out your life to get that
Let's talk about
done.
that right now. Here we go. Coming back. You got it on me? Check out the new Brill. Spartans, baby. Hey, we're talking to Mr. Ricky Hopkins, getting ready to come back live here at Discussions with Dallas. Live with Ray J, our social media sweetheart there. Yeah. Okay, give us a call here at 314-388-9622. Call the Water Boy as well. Call Mr. Dallas. Hey, Kimmy, how you doing? Kimmy's not in the studio tonight. Hey, I got a hookup for you, Kimmy. Make sure you call me tonight, okay? On the credit repair specialist, all right? Here we go. JJ, how are you doing over there, sir?
I'm good, and I got a question for my brother.
I'm feeling this pop song right now. Give me about 13 more seconds of this. Hold on.
Can the people hear?
Ray J.
Can the people hear?
She's doing something over there.
Can the people hear? Can the people hear the song?
Oh.
I know you had me all on.
Yeah. You just had to put it on your picture, didn't you? No, right there. Steady cam. That's Ray J. Okay. Now, let's hit this button. Bang. Oh, she's, okay. Yeah. Now that's Mr. Dallas. There you go. Go ahead, Ray.
We're coming back with all things real estate. So please ask some
Hey, I only
questions.
requested 13 more seconds of that, but Jay, I had to double up on you to get 26. Hey, in studio here we have Mr. Ricky L. Hopkins, the broker, owner, vice chairman. I like the sound of that. He's with A-List Realtors LLC, and he's the newly appointed vice chairman of community engagement with the St. Louis Association of Realtors. Sir, how are you doing over there?
Oh man, I'm doing wonderful. Having fun in the studio with you guys, man. It is fun. I don't want to leave now.
That's how we roll up in here,
That
Ricky.
sparks another song. Hey, you said you had a question. Before you get into Jay's question, I would love for you to kind of recap what we discussed during the break of how you all have programs that are set up right now with credit specialists that can help you turn things around within a 30 to 60 day time span and then put yourself in position to own that new home or that new dwelling that you would like to get into. Kind of share what we talked about during the break about that.
Okay, yeah, just to kind of do a recap of what we were speaking about just a bit earlier. We do have a great workshop that was actually methodically put together. Myself, A-List Realtors, Ricky Hopkins Sr., Central Bank in Ferguson, along with their credit restoration department. It's kind of like a triple threat. You know, we hold these workshops as a holistic recipe in helping our communities to prepare adequately prepare themselves to become homeowners, repair their credit, and just become more productive and relevant citizens of our communities to move our communities forward in the best way.
Okay, J Double, aka Waterboy.
Question here, sir. When you're doing these seminars or these workshops with the customers or people trying to buy homes, do you suggest lending from a bank or a mortgage company? Because I know the game. I trained it was going to be a mortgage.
If you know the game, Jay, why are you asking?
You know the game.
I'm asking because people need to know. It's a difference. Like,
oh, I'm sorry.
When I actually got behind the desk and was like, this is what I got to do as a mortgage lender to get my palms greased. So everybody else get their palms greased.
Wow.
No, I'm like, so do you suggest mortgage companies or they credit? I mean, I guess does it depend on the credit to who you suggest, like a bank or mortgage company? Because I know the banks don't charge you for giving you that loan.
Yeah, well, I think I know what you're trying to say. So let me just kind of clarify that a bit more. What you have is banks. You have mortgage companies. The fundamental difference between those two is that mortgage companies solely or usually consist of mortgage brokers. Banks typically consist of loan officers and mortgage bankers. Really the fundamental difference between the two is not really so much as protocol, but it's so much as portfolio. Mortgage brokers are not working for a sole entity like the loan officers are. Okay. Loan officers are typically employed by the banks, so they working for the banks. Mortgage brokers are really brokers. They can try to come up with something for you and kind of throw it out there to the best company that may take it. But there is no really major difference in protocol.
Well, what I learned that one day that made me decide, well, this ain't the job for me. What I learned was, as a mortgage company, the more interest I charge, the bigger my commission is going to be, because once again, so many palms got to get greased in that office.
Well, that was one of the reasons for the economic downturn of 2008.
I had my share of blues that year. Everything went downhill.
That was Wall Street corruption at its finest.
Oh yeah, you had pizza delivery guys making big bucks, driving BMWs after they started getting to the lending game. Giving people loans they know couldn't afford them.
And actually, to be quite frank with you, although we've had all of the new legislature, all of the new federal laws, Dodd-Frank, put into effect October of 2015, a lot of the remnants of that is still burning. Still burning. So we still coming out of it. It's just not anymore being added on top of it.
Gotcha.
Okay, so ask him a question for me. I want to know, what can one do that's on a fixed income? Can they still get a home?
Ray J wants to know, what can a person do that's on a fixed income to get a home?
Hey, before you answer that question right there, hey, you're on live with Dallas and A-List Realtors owner and broker, Mr. Ricky L. Hopkins. Okay.
So right now we have a caller that's called in with a question, and Dallas is on the line with them now for Ricky. So hold on.
Could you ask that question one more time?
Question, okay? Hold
on. Okay, what is the lowest amount that a bank would underwrite for a home mortgage?
Most banks would not originate anything below 40,000.
Wow.
Yeah. They would prefer you to be 40,000 and above to originate that loan. Anything less than that, chances are they probably won't do it. It wouldn't be in their professional assessment. It wouldn't be worth the paperwork or the origination on its own.
And now, would that be a 30-year mortgage or 15?
That'll be solely up to the bank or up to the prospective mortgage.
If, suppose it's a 30-year mortgage or $40,000 home, with your vast expertise, what ballpark would that put your monthly mortgage payment?
Well, if you're talking about a 40-year, 30-year, $40,000. Let's say they got a nominal APR or interest rate of like 5%. Probably just principal and interest. You're probably looking at I would say maybe between $200 and $300 just principal and interest.
Gee, I'm gonna need one of those.
Yeah. If not less than that.
Really?
If not less than that.
And that was 5%. Is that what you're putting down?
No, that'll be the interest rate.
Oh, the interest. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Paula, did you have another question? Is there a difference, or what is the difference between a Fannie Mae and a conventional loan?
Well, the fundamental difference right out the gate would just simply be credit score. You have to have a higher credit score to qualify for a conventional loan, which has always been the fundamental difference. Also, I was getting ready to say that the federal loans are federally insured, but actually some conventional loans actually fall back to federal insurance. So you can actually start off with a conventional loan that has no attachment to the federal government, but due to it being sold off and things changing, it can become a federally insured mortgage.
So Fannie Mae is a friend to the person with a low credit score?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are there any hiddennesses? I'm going to use that.
No, if you ask me, is there any time bombs or any what they not telling us?
Right.
No.
Now, what is Freddie Mac? Is that the same thing?
Well, that's another government entity, just like Fannie. These are government entities put in place as loan insurers. So if your loan is if your mortgage is federally insured, although you have a mortgagee before that, and you're still paying PMI insurance, that loan is still insured by the federal government. So if a person defaults and that mortgage falls back to the lender, then they still covered by the federal government. If it falls back to a bank-owned property, so they covered.
Calling line 2, you're on line with Dallas and Mr. Ricky L. Hopkins, owner of A-List Realtors LLC. Do you recommend the credit repair places?
Well, that's a sticky question right there. It's so many of them.
Okay.
And they popping up everywhere. It's some good ones out there. What I would recommend before just throwing the ball out there to a random credit restoration place, I would check with your lending institution first to see if they have any in-house credit repair programs, or check with a real estate professional to see if they have any resources, because again, there's so many people popping up individually, company-wise, saying we can repair your credit, we can do this in 30 days, we can do that. So it's just one of them things where you really have to be in your own best interest and do your own homework. But first, I would recommend you reaching out to a professional that you feel comfortable with, and they can get you on the right track.
Young lady, you still on the line? Do you have something to write with? Okay, take down Ray J's number, 314-641. Right, 641-9200. Ray will provide you the name of a credit repair specialist that is associated with discussions with Dallas. Okay? You have any other questions for Mr. Hopkins? What's your name, young lady? Salika? Ms. Aletha, thank you so much for dialing in.
Thank you.
Discussions with Dallas and speaking firsthand to Mr. Ricky Hopkins here, the broker of English Realtors and the new vice chair of community engagement with the St. Louis Association of Realtors. You still there? Hello? I think she checked out. Cool. Okay. Excuse me, I almost lost it. Hey, you know what? You can be real. Like I say, we have real deal conversations, and we have real deal emotions.
Right.
As Mr. Dallas just did right there. I was about to
everybody.
explain.
Thanks,
But then I caught
Alberta.
myself.
Hi,
Hey, here's a question
Marcel.
from the number one social media person here, Discussions with Dallas.
Okay, I got a question.
Bankruptcy. Can we get a home?
Yes. And as a matter of fact, that bank. Obviously, my wife is she's a bankruptcy specialist with the USDA, and she helps me out with the bankruptcy. But yes, you can get a home. I do believe between 2 and 3 years out from that bankruptcy. Yes.
Really? So just 2 to 3 years,
Yeah.
not the full 7 years like
No.
people think.
No.
Well, technically, you
Really?
ain't got no more debt, right?
Right.
Well, right, but you know, like a lot of times people will say that you can't get out of bankruptcy, like you can't get a credit card. I know they send you stuff, but you
Let
can't.
me tell you something.
You can't file again.
Once you get that
You know,
discharge,
so yeah.
people will willing to deal with you.
Say that again, Jay. I almost dropped the
Once
phone.
you get that discharge paper, people will and deal with you.
Okay,
And
all
you know
right.
what? And you know what? Bankruptcy is one of those topics that's just like credit. We've received a lot of misinformation about that. It's people file bankruptcy every day.
Oh
Every
my
day.
gosh.
It's people who file bankruptcy one day, to where a lot of that debt becomes non-secure, and turn around and file bankruptcy again to eliminate that non-secure debt. So it's done. It's
Like Donald Trump. I ain't never seen
Are
nobody
you
file
serious?
That
Wait a minute,
dude
say
has
that.
filed bankruptcy so many
you
times.
don't have to wait 7 years. If you file bankruptcy, you don't have to wait 7 years to file it again. You can
Are
file,
you
Yeah,
serious?
people file bankruptcy every day.
I thought the laws had changed.
Absolutely not.
Really?
Absolutely not.
So when they're saying that the laws have changed, is that just to discourage individuals that may really need to file bankruptcy from doing so?
When they talking about the laws have changed, a lot of people that's saying that don't really fully understand what they're saying. They just saying what they've heard. But really, when they talk about the laws have changed, what they're talking about is really mandates and laws that's been put in place off of the heels of the economic downturn of 2008. The systems are still pretty much what they were meant to be. They just being enforced
Okay,
to a higher degree.
I see. Wow.
People, you are listening to Mr. Ricky L. Hopkins, broker owner, A-List Realtors LLC, newly appointed vice chairman of the community engagement with St. Louis Association of Realtors. He's giving out free advice. Please give us a call here, 314-388-9622. Free advice, answering all questions right on the spot, or tomorrow, or maybe this evening. Leave a voicemail. Call his office at 314-869-5923. That number again is 314-869-5923. And pull out your trusty computer, tablet, cell phone, smartphone, slow phone, whichever one you have, and email Ricky Hopkins at
Wow, slow
_real estate, R-E-A-L, no, not ill, REALESTATE at RORIKS.com. It is 6:40. What is that, J8? 6:43. Mr. Dallas is losing it here.
What was the name of that rapper that's you can T-E-L-L, you can S-P-E-E-L-L? Spell?
Is that,
What was that rapper name? You know who I'm talking about. That's what you just sounded like. You can T-E-L-L.
Is that K Solo? K-Solo?
K-Solo.
Okay,
I think.
Solo.
Yeah. You don't remember that one? That's what you reminded me of when you started spelling.
I don't.
And you said
I-D-O-N-T-K. W-O-U-H-E-I-S. Hey, just plug in.
Just hold it. There you go.
Now you messed up mine. Look at you.
Y'all unplugging me.
Okay.
I'm unplugged. I'm unplugged.
Hey, give us a call here, 314-388-9622. Give us a call. Ray, tell the people that are watching us live to call Mr. Ricky L. Hopkins here.
Feed me the number.
314-388-9622.
Hey, you got a question for me? I know I look like I'm just chilled right now. I'm just laid back. Ricky got the show today, baby. So if you're interested in talking to Ricky and asking some real estate questions, give us a call here at the station, 314-388-9622. Give us a call. I'm going to turn it back around so you can see the men's
that
talk.
opportunity is passionate to me because what it does is it comes into our communities, St. Louis City, the North County region, and it gives our underserved citizens the help that they need to renovate their homes if they can't normally afford it. So what we'll be doing is we'll be going into neighborhoods, starting off in Pagedale and Normandy, and renovating homes for the underserved, and that's something that we need to do. We need to give our citizens a helping hand, like I say, to get our communities moving forward in the best way. That's an effort that involves 8,000 realtors. So that's a pretty huge initiative.
8,000.
Yeah,
8,000.
Yeah, we are working with Beyond
EIGHT thousand.
Yeah.
8,000.
Is that just within the St. Louis or is it in the bi-state area?
St. Louis Association.
Wow.
So we working with Beyond Housing. My man Chris over there, we working with Rebuilding Together, which they working with Charter as well right now. Working with Slaco in the city. So we'll be all hands on deck. April the 30th, we're going into Normandy, Pagedale, and St. Louis City. We already got the first few houses on the books, so that's what we'll be doing. So that position there, like I said, it's passion. It's what I do with my company. I give back to the community. So we're looking forward to it. They already told me you're chairman next year. So
Vice chairman and chairman.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to going as high as I can. The higher I go, the more I can help the community. I love it. Yeah.
Now, what was it about you specifically that made you stand out for them to select you for this?
Well, I was selected to attend a roundtable by our 2016 board president, Sandy Hancock. So, long story short, I went to the roundtable. We had our CEO. We had our 2016 president, our president-elect for the subsequent year. We had a few more executives there, and they asked me how I felt about things, sharing my commentary throughout the round table. As soon as I made it back to my office, I received a phone call saying you vice chair of the committee.
Wow. Well, congratulations on all of that success that you're getting, and then you're going to be promoted come next year.
Yeah.
With everything that's happened in Ferguson and a lot of the commercial properties, is there anything that's also under your charge with the assignment that you have with North County?
Yeah, well, that falls up under a different spectrum right there. I also serve on the board of directors at the Greater North County Chamber of Commerce, and we've actually dedicated an effort there just in Ferguson alone. I talk to the community development director over there on a monthly basis, Dan Bish. That's a good buddy of mine. So we are always collaborating with the city of Ferguson, the Greater North County Chamber of Commerce, trying to figure out how can we come in and what can we do to help things move forward. And also the St. Louis Association of Realtors does have an initiative right now that's geared directly to the revitalization of Ferguson, the housing market, the commercial districts, and things like that. It's going to take a little time, but it's going to take a collaborative effort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
So do you strictly deal with just county properties, or you do city properties too?
Yeah, we work all over.
Okay, every time I go through the old neighborhood and I see all these vacant, like 2-family flats, you know, 4-family flats. I'm like, man, if I could just get a little money to get, because I know the property is dirt cheap.
Right.
But if I could just get it, what would it cost to rehab it? Do you guys work with people trying to rehab homes?
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I precisely do. I'm gonna tell you why I do it, because I mean doing real estate for the past 10 years I've been doing it, and all of the people who I've talked to from demographic to demographic, municipality to municipality, they have fundamental misnomers or misinformation about how to do this and how to do that.
Okay.
So what I do, I make it my business to educate them on value, defects, things that you need to look out for, especially the older city homes. When you're going into the 100-year age,
okay,
which means that the infrastructure is probably compromised at this point. But the renovation of them homes can be so costly to where that's why you see a lot of them vacant and boarded up, because they didn't know what they was getting themselves into. You know, even if the city, we got LRA.
Road boards,
the land revitalization.
Land reutilization.
Reutilization.
Right. So
okay.
even if they dedicate the home to you with a clean deed, the infrastructure of the home, chances are, is compromised. And the city inspectors and city appraisers are not really the easiest to deal with. So a lot of people just choose to throw in the towel. Well, I'm not gonna repair no deck at $4,000 or renovate no deck at $4,000 when this property only commands $500 a month in rent. You know,
worth it.
Yeah.
No turnover.
Yeah. So when you find out those things, that all of those what I didn't know or what they didn't tell me, runs into a problem.
All right.
Wow.
Hey, Mr. Ricky L. Hopkins, it's been a pleasure, but we've come to the time to call a famed comedian. I'm so glad we've had this time together. It was a pleasure. Hey, Ricky L. Hopkins here on Discussions with Dallas, live with Ray J, JJ, the Water Boy, and Kimmy K, who is away this evening. Kimmy got something special for you, be by your phone. Hey, give Mr. Hopkins a call. He's with A-List Realtors LLC. That's his company, and he's the broker owner, and the newly appointed vice chairman and soon-to-be chairman next year of the community engagement at St. Louis Association of Realtors. Give him a call at 314-869-5923. That number again is 314-869-5923. Also email him at rhopkins_realestate. Let me do that again. rhopkins_realestate at RORIKS.com. Sir, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
And also, you made mention of June 2nd, there's going to be free mortgage and credit counseling at the Central Bank in Ferguson, right across from Sam's and Walmart.
Right. As a matter of fact, I'll tag you and Ray J on that.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming in today, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. And of course, Mr. and Mrs. Carl and LaTanya Gilliard, the new power couple of Hollywood. Conversations with Carl and LaTanya Gilliard. That's on Facebook. Go to Built to Last and go to Limitless Life. And also go to their website, GilliardMedia.tv. And if you want to book this power couple or have them speak or talk about their testimony, which, by the way, was very powerful this evening, and I'm all on board with Miss LaTanya's perspective.
You see.
She's a
I'm
woman.
actually going to go home and re-listen to what she said.
Well, I need to listen to.
Elisa's out of New York, right?
Yes, my girl is in
All
New
right.
York.
If you want any type of talent, persons like Mr. Dallas, but I'm local here in St. Louis. But if you want people like me, we're going to give you Miss Elisa Gabrielle's information. She's at 855-525-0651. That's extension 808. Give Elisa Gabriella a call again at 855-525-0651, extension 808. Ray, what's the name of Elisa Gabrielle's business?
Elisa Gabrielle Entertainment.
I'm sorry, I'm looking right at that. Elisa Gabrielle Entertainment. Please excuse Mr. Dallas. Give Elisa Gabriella Entertainment a call at 855-525-0651, extension 808. Mrs. Gilliard, and Mr. Hopkins, JJ the Water Boy, Ray J to my right. I mean, you're right. Okay.
You're right.
I'm not right. But
They're
I'm
right.
honest here.
You're left.
Hey, we're going to take it out here with most def. You know how we do it, Ray J. This is an honor of you and everything that you do for the show here. Good night.
Good night.